Okay. Let's start with this. Netgear, how are you? It's 8 p.m. over here. Thank you, Netgear. Just making some ground beef with some tostones. It's just frozen, so. They add a little bit of water. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Todo bien, todo tranquilo, aquí con hambre. Con hambre, pero todo bien. Ya voy a solucionar eso pronto. Oh yeah, tostones with ground beef. It's just taking a little longer because it's frozen. The ground beef is frozen, so it's getting. Smiley, good evening. How are you? Oh, all good. Today's been amazing. It's been everything been perfect. But right now I'm starving. That's the only thing. But I can't complain. I had a really good day today. How you been, Smiley? What about you? How's your day been? How's the snow treating you? Ooh, that honey is strong. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That onion got me crying. Yeah, I feel like today's been a very productive day for me. Obviously, there's still a lot more that I wish I could have done, but hey, All I can do is all I can do, and that's what I did, and I'm happy for that. So right now, all I care about is eating, and then go from there. Once I'm done eating, I'll see if I work maybe a few more hours, and then tomorrow, go at it again. I'm making some ground beef with tostones. Thank you, Mama. El cabinet? You're amazing. I mean it. Those, you mean like the white things, like something long? That's what you're talking about? If it's that, that's you know when you go to a restaurant and you pay, but that's an older model. The newer model is like a small little box. That one is old, so you need a iPad to put in an iPad in there, and then that has a program that you can swipe the credit card, and basically for small businesses so they can swipe credit cards. And I was going back and forward with them because the shipping cost is crazy. So I was trying to save money on the box, on the, so. On the ground beef, I'm only gonna be adding some onions and then seasoning. Once the ground beef is ready, then I'll start making the plantains. Oh yeah, shipping is nuts, and lately it's crazy. Like every year they raise the prices, but now it's worse than ever. Sometimes you have to be careful because if not, by the time that you pay the shipping costs, by the time that you pay the fees that they charge you to sell the item, whatever the item costs you, and that's not even counting your work. By the time you do all that, sometimes you don't even make money if you're not careful. I'm gonna start adding the seasoning. Yeah, that happens. Sometimes, yeah, that happens. That happens to me sometimes too. I mean, I try my best not to make it frequently, but it happens. It happens pretty much every other couple of days, couple of weeks. Sometimes you just want to sell it because you want to get rid of it, and when you start doing the numbers, you didn't make any money. And sometimes you lose money. That has happened to me too. Sometimes I have to end up paying for the item and everything, and I'm like, I just lost money. That was mustard, brown mustard that I add. Migdalia, God bless you too. No, just cooking for tonight. I'll be cooking probably tomorrow, either tomorrow or Saturday, for at least 4 days. But today I'm cooking just for my wife and I, and obviously there's gonna be some ground beef leftovers, and I'll be eating it tomorrow. We're just gonna eat ground beef with tostones, but then tomorrow I have to make the menu. I'm gonna be cooking at least 3 or 4 different meals for like at least 3 to 4 days. Just to save a little bit of money. You know what, no, I never heard that name. What is that, Smiley? You know, it's funny that I was craving tostones, and I eat this pretty much every other day, but it's been like, I think like 4 or 5 days that I don't eat it, and I was craving it. That's to show you that I'm addicted to tostones. Plantains is one of my favorites. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, I'm bad with names. But yes, I know now what you're talking about. Oh yeah, hamburgers. Oh, for the only reason that you guys don't see me making a lot of hamburgers is because my grill, I need to buy one. That's for the only reason that I don't make a lot. And then I make patties. The patties I make them inside, but I don't like it because it makes too much smoke inside the house and everything gets oily. So I don't like it. I like to do those things outside. But once I buy my grill, you guys gonna see how much burgers I eat and how many of them I make. I mean, it's wild. I'll eat burgers like every other day. Yeah, this is like my go-to Migdalia because remember that I don't eat eggs because I'm allergic. So for me, it's so easy to make some ground beef and just mix it with rice, eat it with rice, eat it for breakfast, you know, with anything else that I make for breakfast. So that's my go-to on protein, ground beef. Oh, okay. Oh, you ship it to Alaska. Oh yeah, I know. I know, man. That happens to me too. Yeah, like especially now, like the shipping cost is just ridiculous. You have to be careful because this is what I noticed. Sometimes I check the same weight, the same dimension and everything, and I check on FedEx, UPS, and whatever, right? And sometimes it depends on the location that it's going. One is a lot cheaper than the other one, sometimes by $10, $20 different. So I just noticed that I would say a couple of years ago. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's why I'm always checking on all three of them. Just like if you go certain locations on certain companies like FedEx or UPS or if you go over 50 pounds, the prices go crazy, like really crazy. So then sometimes it's better just to leave it at 50 pounds and then make another box. And it's gonna save you more money, but then you will have to make 2 boxes. So little tricks that I've been learning just to save some money. ¿Ah? ¿Cuándo es que se vence eso? Pues mañana yo puedo pasar. Ahí nos vamos. Mira, ya me bajé ya. I broke the ice. ¿Ah? Hoy fue mi breaking the ice. Primera vez. No, pero el doctor eran 3. Esta vez fueron 4. You probably want to play with it. Oh, okay. And I know what a lot of people tells me that I cook with a lot of salt. For some reason, if you never tried this salt, it's not as strong as the other one, and this salt is really good. But yes, I don't leave the food salty. I leave it normal. But then my food, like when I make my tostones, I'll put extra salt on top of them. Sometimes when I do steak, I just put some salt and that's it. Steak with salt, butter, some garlic. You like red onions? Yeah, I like red onions too. So you got it on an option and you fix it, Smiley. What was it? Salvage title? Rubber. Yeah, ground beef with some onions, some seasoning, and then I'll be making some plantains, tostones. I don't know if you know what that is. It's some smashed fried plantains. And that's gonna be my dinner for my wife and I. And then the leftovers from the ground beef, I'll be eating that tomorrow for breakfast. And then maybe for dinner, I don't know. I use my ground beef is my go-to meat. I like to cook enough just to have there in case that sometimes when I cook any other meal, I don't put a lot of meat and then I add some more ground beef. Just because I like to eat at least when I'm eating, my goal is to eat like 80% protein, like meat 80% and then 20% of everything else. Oh, a repo. Oh, okay, okay. Was the damage like a body damage or it was just mechanical damage? Yeah, I've been doing that for the past, I don't know, a couple of years, and I feel great doing that. You know, I eat like 80% meat and then 20% anything else. Sometimes it's not that perfect. Sometimes it's like 70%, 50, 60, but when I do 80, 20, oh, I feel great. But sometimes I overdo it. Like not too long ago, I did rice pudding, arroz con leche, and that was not a good idea because I ate that thing like every single day for breakfast, for dinner. I mean, I finished, I did a whole pot like this big, and I finished that in a few days. Let me try this and see what is missing because I haven't tried it yet. Water pump, electrical stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that happens sometimes. My brother, like I told you, back in 2006, 2007, all the way to 2008. When 2008 happened, that's when my brother shut everything down. When the house market came crashing, he shut down the body shop and the dealership. But sometimes you will find really great deals.
Where do you want them to be from? Your card or Amazon?
Amazon.
Amazon is ours. So
Amazon qué?
it's ours. It's what they compra. Your card is
Amazon. It needs more salt. Huh? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. Let's start cutting the plantains. Yeah. Yeah.
El popcorn es lo comimos dos.
Yeah.
Quiero hacer popcorn.
Uh, I had a dually. Um, I had a 3500 Dodge Ram. I believe it was, I think it was 2016. I got a Longhorn. I don't remember what else. I think it was that set. And that was nice. I didn't have no problems with that. I have fours. I never had a dually four. I had an F-150 four. I had a Toyota Tundra. And out of those, I think I prefer either the Ford or the Dodge. I never had a Chevrolet or a GMC, so I cannot say. But back in the days, I like sport cars, and but I never did anything like that, like what you do with shoes. You swap the engines and things like that. No, I don't know anything about that. When we used to have the body shop, my brother that I used to work with him, like we have people that we pay for, for them to do the mechanical stuff. We were more about body work, you know. You like Chevy? Yeah. I never had one, so I cannot say anything. And cars like that I bundle and dust everywhere. Oh yeah, we had a like one of those machines that you put the car in there and then you start like pulling it, like to fix the frame and things like that. My brother had one of those. But I feel like the cars from back in the days, man, were a lot stronger than now. For some reason, the cars now, they're like, I feel they're not making it like back in the days. You use a tree. You know, my brother, he doesn't do that, not that anymore, but his neighbor, he does the same thing, but he does it from his house. And yeah, that's what he uses. He uses a tree. Yeah, not just the metal. I feel like the mechanical stuff, you know, it's not good either. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna get the oil ready so I can start doing the tostones. Oh yeah, they put so many things now. Smiley, I don't know about you, but that things. Hold on, let me put the oil here. Those cars that you press the button and they open and close the door, that to me is ridiculous. That's so useless. Seg, hi, how are you? Manual everything. Yeah, and I'm sure it works like a champ. Yeah. They put so many electronics now, so many crap that I feel that you don't need. That it's just a headache when everything start going bad. It's just a headache. I'm doing good, Seg. Just cooking some tostones with some ground beef. How you been, Seg? Where are you watching from? What state or what country? Parecita, es cuando será, para después. That's perfect. That's good. I don't know if it's really good or I'm just starving, but it tastes really good. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, nowadays I'm looking at the new cars and I'm thinking like why they're putting all these electronics, all these things here, all these things there, instead of making the car better, you know, like the better engine, better stuff, more comfort, I don't know. They make so much crap that we don't need. Like I would understand a minivan, the sliding doors, that makes sense, that's convenience. That's convenience, so I get that. But a regular door that is gonna open like that, you're gonna tell me you need a button so that door can open and that door can close? Like you cannot just move your hand, move your arm back and forward. That to me is wild. Cookie Monster, I'm doing good. I'm cooking some ground beef, and now I'm gonna do some tostones, which is smashed plantains, fried smashed plantains. So these I fry them, I smash them, and then I fry them again. In Spanish, they're tostones. That's how they're called. In English, smashed fried plantains, I guess. I'm just translating it the best I can. My ground beef, it might seem like a lot. There's probably like at least 3 to 4 pounds. That's not a lot. That lasts me maybe like 2 days. I'll be eating now with my wife and then I'll eat it for breakfast. Like it doesn't matter what I cook. As long as I have ground beef, I always add to it. So let's say I'm eating rice and meat and whatever, I'll get some ground beef on the side. That's why for me the ground beef only lasts maybe 2 days because I eat a lot of it. Just got back from the gym. Probably yes, probably Cookie Monster. I'm gonna eat now once I'm done, and the plan is to go live stream while work a little bit, at least 1 hour. So yes, definitely later tonight I'll be live streaming. Yeah, that's what makes no sense to me. The technology supposedly is moving forward, but then the cars every single day that goes by, they're more crappy. They're more crap. I just think they do it on purpose, just so people can keep moving, buying stuff that they don't need, replacing the cars. So that's how I make the tostones, which is smash fried plantains. I cut them like this, I fry them, then I'll smash them, and then I'll fry them again. Once I smash them, they're gonna be like really thin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can imagine, yes. The vintage stuff, that have to be, especially in cars, especially nowadays that everything is so crappy. And then they want to build like all these electrical cars and whatever. Or really even the bikes. Just waiting for the tostones, for the plantains to get fried the first time, and then I'll start smashing them. you bought an Enduro and didn't know the word. What is a Enduro? Oh, okay. Lovely Rose, how are you? And what is it? Is it good money? Like you bought it and it was worth more than what you thought? Margie, hello. Tostones, yes. You know about tostones? I love plantains. I don't know if you guys saw me. I don't know how long ago it was, but I did some bolas de verde, which is some fried plantains, and then I smash it and I add some pork belly and some cheese, and I make like this green balls. I have a video. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I love those things. Those things are amazing. Oh wow, that's nice. Oh, okay, okay, Margie. You know what's going on then with the plantains. Yeah, I love plantains. I can eat plantains every day, all day, 3 times a day. I remember when I used to live in Florida, I used to go to Sedano's. I don't know if you're familiar with that store. It's a supermarket. So I would go to Sedano's, my wife and I. And back then we didn't have any kids. It was just my wife and I. And I would fill the car full of plantains. And then the people would look at me and be like, "Do you own a restaurant?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "So are you guys a lot in the family?" I'm like, "No, it's just my wife and I." And they're like, "What are you gonna do with so many plantains?" And we're like, "We're gonna eat them." And I remember the people telling me, "There's no way you're gonna eat that before they go bad." I'm like, "Trust me, we will eat them before they go bad." Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and it seems like you like to do all that stuff, right, Smiley? Because that's awesome when you enjoy it. So it's like you're working, but at the same time you're having fun. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, even snack. Yes. Margie, I'm teaching my kids that way. You know, like every time I can, I try to push them. Like, you want some plantains, you want some tostones, you want some, I don't know how they call it in Puerto Rico, but when they cut it really thin, we call it mariquitas, chicharritas. And, I try to put them for them to eat it, and they like it. So, right now, they're really enjoying it. They're giving me, my wife and I competition now. I have to try that. I was thinking about it. I was telling my wife that I want to do a casserole and I want to do it with plantains. But what do you mean bake them? So not fry them or anything and just bake them? How do I cut them? Because I have never baked them and do it like that. I always fry them. Working, but not working exactly. So yeah, you enjoy it, right? Everything is moving here. Let me just go over here. Bring you guys over because everything is moving there. Yeah, I know. That right there, my friend, is what really got me thinking lately. You know, the time flies. That's why I'm doing my best to just focus on what really matters the most to me right now. Because time flies, that's why. My friend Dominican, he like... Oh, okay. I have not tried it like that. I done it not really baked. No, I have not baked plantain. I boil them with water. I'll make them fufu. And I have done many things with the plantain, but not baked them like that. When they're sweet, when the plantain is sweet, I have made them with sugar, with brown sugar, some liquor, and then they get caramelized. I don't know if you ever tried that one. It's called plátano borracho. That's why, Smiley, I set my mind that as soon as possible. We're talking about like really soon. It's just obviously there's a lot of things that you gotta figure it out. But I want to start traveling, like I've been mentioning, because I was looking at a lot of stuff in life, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do this now. I don't want to do it later. I don't want my kids to be older and then decide to do it, because time flies. That's why. Sweet ones. Sometimes, Margie, I go to Restaurant Depot. That's a big stores for restaurants. And I get like a whole box that they sell by the box. I think it's like 50 plantains, and I buy the whole box. Because over here where I live, it's not really that common to find plantains in the store. You find them, but not a lot, because the people from here, from where I live, they don't eat plantains too much. Like over there in Florida, it was easy to find them, but not here. Yeah, that's it. I believe in that too. I feel that whatever you believe, it becomes your reality. That's how powerful your mind is. We only gonna do this thing called life once. Might as well do the best we can, whatever we think is right for us, do our best to do that, you know, to live our life that way. Yes, in Georgia. In the stores that they have like a little section, just a few. And sometimes they go bad because people don't buy them. Now I'm gonna fry them again. I mean, for the people that don't know, the people that knows, you guys already know what this is. But the ones that don't know, then I fry them again. Now the second time that they get fried, which is gonna be after this, that's it. They're good to go. They're gonna be crispy on the outside, and I think it's called like gooey on the inside. Hey, thank you, Margie. The same to you. Have a good night. I'll leave those for after this batch. Once this batch is done, then I'll do this. Sometimes I eat them with cream cheese, but Tonight I'm only gonna eat them with salt and then the ground beef. But I'll eat those sones with whatever, you know. I'll mix it with so many things. And this one is ready. And it's just preference, you know. That's only for the people that don't know. It's your preference how much you want to fry them the second time. The more you fry them, the more crispier they're gonna be. So it's up to you. I'm gonna do the last batch. What's a place? I honestly don't have a place right now, Smiley. Um, we want to just explore, you know, even Florida. I was raised in Florida. There's so many places in Florida that I don't know. I have explored more Florida when I go now on vacation than when I was living there. When I was living there, all I was doing was just working. So like we've been to California and we like it to travel over there. So we're thinking that we're gonna be traveling a lot over there. But there's so much. I seen Arizona, and it looks awesome, you know. So we just don't want to stay in one place. We want to move. We want to stay a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then move, and then just keep going and do that for a couple of years and just keep learning and then see which place we like the most and then visit that place more than the other ones. But I see myself going a lot to the beach because my daughter, my oldest daughter, she loves the beach, and I feel that we're gonna enjoy that a lot and pursuing, like, I would say, like warmer weather. So we'll be moving around to pursue, I would say, like 75 degrees. You know, I feel like that's a good temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. So I'm gonna be eating my tostones with ground beef, and my wife is gonna be eating her tostones with ground beef and 2 fried eggs. Hey, I appreciate that, Miss Smiley. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the traveling sounds nice, and all of that, I like it. But for me, I'm looking more for the slow down. I want to be able to slow down and do things with my kids, man. I want to be able to like just cook them breakfast and not have to be in a rush because she needs to go to school. So do those things. And obviously the adventure. I love the adventure. I love the unknown. I just love it. When I used to do the storage units, that was so fun. When I used to sell at the flea market over there in Florida, the swap shop, that was fun. You get to meet so many different people, good people, bad people. So that was fun. To me, that's fun. I really enjoy the adventure. Just I feel that that's life. Life is never the same. Yeah, that's not my case. You want to know what I have? My family. I don't really, I never been really collecting stuff. Not even when I used to like cars. I never really collect them. And when I used to do the storage units, I mean, I love anime. I love the toys and all that. And I always say, you know what, I'm gonna start collecting this, and I never did. So I'm not like that now. It's like I can just pack and go. The only thing that is holding me back is that it's not just the money to go and do it, but I also have to be able to provide while I'm doing that. So that's all I need to figure out. That's all I need to work on. And once that's settled, then that's it. We're good to go. Because I'm not, like when you asked me if I ever driven one, my answer was no. I don't need to drive one. I'm not like those people that they need to have everything perfect to go and do something. I like to learn as I go. So once we're ready financially, and we can also, basically provide for our family while we do that life, we just look for whatever we can afford, that is going to work for all 6 of us, and just go and do it. And we figure it out as we go. And that's it. At the end of the day, I feel that that's how life is. A life, people want to control so many things that in reality, we don't control anything. We don't even know if tonight is going to be the last night that we're going to talk. We don't know. So, let me fry my wife the 2 eggs. Alright, tostones are ready. I'm gonna hurry because anybody that eats tostones, they know that the best part about them is to eat them while they're warm. But steak and potatoes, Thomas, that sounds amazing. What kind of steak? Appreciate that, Smiley. Thank you. And I want to do it now because of what you said. Because that's what I always think. Life goes by so fast, So I want to do it now while my kids are little. I want to do it now. I don't want to wait for the perfect moment. I don't want to wait for life to be perfect, because to me it's never been perfect. It's always been ups and downs. So I just want to make sure that we can sustain ourselves and that we're ready to do it, and that's it. Once we figure that out, we're good to go. Shoulder. Oh, that sounds amazing. Hey, Brent, how are you? And the potatoes, what do you do? Baked potatoes or roast potatoes? How do you do the potatoes, Thomas? Smash with jalapenos, onions, garlic. Oh, really? I never tried them with jalapenos. Hey, that sounds good. So it was like what, like mashed potatoes with jalapenos? That sounds really good. Hey Smiley, but if you really want to do that, you might be able to do it as a maybe part time, not full time, but maybe as a part time. What do you think? Maybe we'll meet each other in the road one day. Hey, that sounds good, Thomas. The turmeric, I don't know what that is, but the garlic I like, the jalapenos and the onions I like. So you did all that and then you smash it and you mix it and that's okay. That sounds really good. The brown eggs. Listen, like I said, they're not for me. They're for my wife and my kids. But my wife, she doesn't like the brown eggs too much for some reason. And olive oil and vinegar. I like that. I like vinegar. I'm gonna give that a try. But just for my wife and I. Oh, yeah. Dripping oil. Hey, I'll take your word for that, Smiley J. Definitely, yes, I will be in Michigan one day because, like I said, my goal is to travel all the states. I don't know if I'm right, but isn't it Michigan, a state that when it's summer, like it's really nice, like the weather is really nice. I don't know if I'm getting it right. You're sick in New Orleans? I hear you, man. I know exactly what it means. I'm sick of being stuck in the same place. Yeah, because Smiley, for the reason that I ask is because, like, I did my research about a I don't know, maybe 8 9 months ago. I did my research, for the RBs and all that, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Michigan that I noticed that a lot of people will have, the lot. They'll buy a lot, and that's a permanent spot, and they will like it because they said that in summer it was beautiful and supposedly it's really amazing. I believe it was close to the lake, and they were saying really nice things about it. That it was amazing. But you move. Why don't you move, Thomas? Move to Tennessee or Texas. Oh, okay. So then it's Michigan. Yeah. Thomas, don't wish. Make it happen. Find a way to move. If you want to move to Tennessee or Texas, hey, find a way. I'm serious, Thomas. Find a way. That's what I'm doing. You know, like about couple of at least one, no, like 2 years ago, I was sitting down I was working. I was sitting down, and I'm thinking like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I want to do something else, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on doing something else, and then I say, you know what? I don't want to keep living the way I'm living. I want to do a different lifestyle, and I'm working towards that. I mean, it's not happening right away because sometimes things in life you have to give it some time because you have to work on it. But I'm working towards that. No, definitely we're gonna go to Michigan. Yeah. Depend on the size of the RV also. Yeah, because it's a really nice place. Yes, it makes sense. Hey guys, so I'm gonna go and have my dinner. Thank you for being here. So the 2 fried eggs are for my wife. Um, I'm gonna have some tostones, and for me, only ground beef and tostones. No fried eggs for me. Hey, have a good night, Smiley. Thank you. All right, Thomas. Everybody else, thank you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel so you can see me again. Thank you guys. Have a good night, everybody.